What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. It's been a bit of a hot minute since I thought I'd just try some random online races that aren't per PT related. So this is part of the Too Fast Racing server, and I think they've got a couple servers up at the moment. And I thought, so it seems to be pretty well recognised amongst the community in general that the OEM TM450 seems to be the worst of the bunch, unfortunately. I'm a bit sad about this because I think TMs are incredibly attractive machines. I think they're so pretty. Unfortunately, they are the bike that we had to use for the LAN event recently, so it's a bike that I'm actually quite familiar with, even though I don't particularly enjoy using it. What I thought could be an interesting concept is see if yours truly can hop onto a random online server. The track that we're on today is Walnut, and see if this TM can still do a little bit of work. Now, I am using exactly the same suspension that I used for that LAN event, which is a Supercross suspension. So we'll see how it handles Walnut. For the most part, it's a fairly flat track, which I think will actually work into my advantage quite well on this bike. But the front end has been known to have some issues here and there with front end tucks. But for the most part, like on flat ground, it's actually okay. It's actually bearable. So we'll see how this goes. I'm a little bit hesitant because Walnut is a bit of a weird track for me. I never feel particularly good around it, and because it's such a popular one amongst online servers, everyone else seems to be really fast. So we'll see how it goes. We'll hopefully get into a race. I'm hoping that the server is set up for races, and I will see you when the gate's about to drop. For all of you passionate gamers, you can now get 20% off all G Fuel products worldwide by using code LINS at checkout. And for any of you motorheads looking for some new drip or apparel, use code MXPR_LINS15 fxrracing.eu to get 15% off. All links and codes are in the description down below. Enjoy the video and drop a cheeky little like and subscribe. Now, I'm not actually too sure how many people we've got in this server. It all seems to be quite spread out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 me, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14... We've got about 16 people, which is actually pretty decent for this time of day. It's about 3:30 for me in the evening right now, so not too shabby at all. First things first, we've got to try and get out the gate. So I think second gear, half throttle, and tap the clutch a little bit. That's all right. Oh, we've actually got the drive on. Everyone up the inside. Holy moly. Okay, TM's doing a little... Sometimes you just have to roll with it. I'm not sure what I could have done to avoid that situation, but it's fine. It'll make the video a little bit more interesting, won't it? Trying to come back through the... It should make the video a little bit more interesting, trying to come back through the pack. And to be fair, there's only so much you can do in these lobbies. Like, there is an element of luck to these races as well. Like, obviously, it helps being good at the game, but you can't control where everybody else is going to go most of the time. So you just kind of have to do your own race, try and dodge people to the best of your ability, and then hopefully, once the dust all settles, you find yourself in a good position. So we are currently sat in P numero 5, and everyone is getting incredibly steezy. Oh my god, this bike's flying everywhere. We got Z-Dog or Z-Dog, depending on where you are from in the world. He's getting... Oh my god, this man is a grease machine. Oh, he didn't do off that one. He's getting... Oh, no, there's the front end that I was talking about. There's the TM front end. I think, so if you haven't watched any of the LAN event stuff, like the live stream or my vlog, then please go do so, because I don't want to ruin everything for you. But I feel like 99% of you watching at this point will have done so. So with... Cam absolutely demolished everybody. You know, like, he fully deserved that win. He was playing out of his skin. But I think he might have been the only person out of the entire field that was running a mid-soft front tyre, and I don't have it on this setup, which is definitely an L gamer moment from me, because I should have changed it. But I've actually been testing that out recently on the KTM in Supercross testing. So I've still got the medium 110 on the rear to get all of that traction and, you know, just make a lot of the quads out of corners doable. But then I've mixed it up, and I'm... Again, the front end, I hate it so much. But yeah, then I've started messing about with, I think it's the mid-soft 90 on the front. I'll have to go and double check. It's either mid-soft 80 or mid-soft 90. But for the most part, it does seem okay. So it feels like you can turn the bike a lot tighter in like flat corners without sacrificing too much front-end stability. Every now and then, if you're really trying to push the limits, then I believe the front end will tuck on you. But I'm talking like third gear, wide open around Supercross 180 bowl turn. So this is like as fast as you could imagine turning a bike. That is still very unrealistic speeds anyway, so I'm not that upset when it happens. But I think if I do spend like a fair amount... Why does this man ring me every time I go to start recording a video? You know what, it's my own fault as well, because time and time again it happens, but I always forget to put streamer mode back on. I can't remember the reason that I turn it off. I think it's when I'm waiting for like my girlfriend to call me or something, I'm busy playing, I turn it off so I can hear when she calls. Then I forget to turn it back on again. So then you get those little moments of the videos I now have to edit out. So thank you very much for that, Charlie. What was I saying? Oh yeah, trying to get used to the mid-soft front. It's definitely a work in progress. However, I got sent a suspension the other day that I was really like comfortable on, like straight away, you know, it just clicked. So that is a massive W. And then I think if I just take the time, please stop dodging, there we go. If I just take the time to really just put in the hours and practice on both that suspension and the mid-soft front tyre, I think I should be alright come Anaheim 1. In terms of raw speeds, I've played against some of the top boys in lobbies recently, and I'm still, I want to say like half a second, maybe a second off on like the absolute heaters of lap times. But for just general race pace, I feel pretty okay. And considering it's this early on in the quote-unquote Supercross season, like we're still a month and a half out, that is quite a surprise for me, especially if you used to go back like literally a month ago when I hated everything about MX bikes. Like I wasn't riding well at all on any bike whatsoever, whether it was OEM, whether it was factory. I was in the mud basically. I was not having a fun time whatsoever. It's just like a complete U-turn, and I feel like I do definitely go through stages like that on this game, where it's you love it for a while, you hate it for a while. Sometimes it's then just a little bit meh, but at the end of the day, I'm actually really enjoying myself right now, and I think part of that does stem from that LAN event. I'm really mixing my words together today, I do apologise. But it's just given me like a whole new outlook on everything, and I'm just kind of enjoying everything a lot more. What I'm not enjoying, however, is Mr. Pooh in front of me. His name just says Pooh. I don't know what his full name is. Might have been the guy that killed me on the start on the Cowie, actually, now that I think about it. He's actually quite fast around here, so I'm gaining time. I want to say I'm gaining like a second or so a lap, but unfortunately I feel like I might run out of time. Oh no, I gained a good amount there, so it's down to 4.6. So we've got a minute and 30 seconds left, and then I'm presuming there's an extra lap on the end. This could be a very close one, actually. No idea what Aero setting this server is set to, but there seems to be a few little ruts forming here and there in the corners, which I'm a big fan of. The one thing that I really dislike at the moment is when I'm doing races and the track's just the same every single lap, and you end up just like running quali laps all the time. I like when there's a bit of character to the tracks and they get a little bit more difficult as it progresses. I'm sure that's probably quite a biased opinion, because that seems to be the conditions that I thrive in, you know. When everyone else starts going backwards, like mid to end of the race, I seem to kind of say a similar speed and adjust to the track conditions, and I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I think I just take my time a bit more while people try going really fast, because it never used to be that way. You know, back in 2021, when I was first doing it used to be PDMX back then, it wasn't even aerial. That is so frustrating. I was gaining on him so much. Back in the outdoor season there, I remember multiple times, like doing really, really well in a race, even leading at some points. And then as soon as the erode would kick in, I just couldn't play the game anymore. You know, I'd crash all over the place, get these weird front tucks, and I would lose so much time and usually end up coming like 5th or something like that after being in a pretty solid position to try and win. So I don't know what changed. It's not something that I sat there and practicing. You know, I didn't sit there trying to practice erode over and over again. I think it was more a different way of approaching the races, a different mentality of just forcing myself to slow down. Like if I know there's a rough part of the track, then I will slow down for it. You know, I'm not going to just try risking gaining half a second in a corner, for example, compared to losing like 5 seconds from crashing. It just doesn't make much sense to me. We got 20. Oh god, it should be last lap, next lap round. Boys, I'm so frustrated about that crash that I had, because I think I could have won this. I mean, he's just there. I think we're coming up to some lappers. There's going to be some bikes in the way here. Got around that one okay. I don't think I'm going to get it done. Oh my goodness, I survived. It all depends on how I get around this lapper right here. Check up a bit more. He's going to crash. That's lovely. That's lovely. Slide my way through. Sliding on through. Right, here we go. We're going to come up to the last lap here. It's going to be about, oh, I reckon about 2 seconds getting up to the finish. Although there's one more lapper. If he gets in the way, I might cry. Obviously, public lobbies, there's only so much you can do. You know, oh, please don't re-enter the track in front of me. Please don't re-enter the track in front of me. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. I was dragging a little bit far wide there. That's the medium front tyre that I've got on right now. It kind of limits how tight you can turn. It's got good grip, but then your bike does feel like a little bit of a tank sometimes. Right, we've got 2 seconds, basically, to try and catch up this lap. I'm hoping that just my presence being here will put this man under a bit of pressure. Hopefully he might hit the choke button. So, Mr. Poopy, I feel like I deserve this if I come back and win this after getting absolutely obliterated on lap 1. I'm sure it was just some sort of netcode issue. I'm sure he didn't do it intentionally, but how good would that be for the storyline, is to pretend that it happened and then come back. Oh, we are right on his cheeks now. Is he on a 2 or a 4? Let's listen. I think that's a 450. I have to double check after the race. If it's a 250, then even more props to him. He's riding incredibly well. I have a feeling that he's not going to be a very nice man in this 180-degree corner, so I'm going to look behind. Look over my shoulder, see if he's going for it. He's not going for it. Okay. There's one more, I guess, corner that he could try and absolutely punt me in. So we've just got to stay aware. We have got lappers here as well. Oh, he's being nice. Oh, we might even have one more lap after this. We've still got the last lap flag up now. Oh, no, this is the last lap. I'm such an idiot. I thought that one was the last one. Okay, one more lap to go. This lapper's bike's going to hit me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we both got through pretty cleanly there. Do you know what? What? Front end tucks aside. Like, oh my god. He must have been sending it. He must have been going for it there because he was sat on my cheeks for a while. And oh, no. Please give. That's a good respawn. That's a really, really good respawn. I think I got very lucky there. But I was going to say, front end tucks aside, the TM, you know, it's been working. I'm not sure if it's just because of the medium rear, just having the grip on the flat corners. You know, Walnut is a fairly flat track overall. And I feel like this bike has 2 different personalities. If you're on fairly flat tracks, it feels good. That it generally does. Like tracks like Forest or the flat parts of this, it feels fine. Then if you want to go and take it into like an MXGP setting, for example, that's when you're going to be struggling a little bit, and I would definitely not recommend it. Oh, and second place rage quit. There you go. Oh, he shouldn't have rage quit because I'm about to crash again anyway. But it's a bit annoying when that happens. You know, I feel like it takes the fun out of it. There's certain people that I play against online that if they get the whole shot on their lead in, they'll stay, and then as soon as they start having a mildly bad race, they just rage quit straight away and then join back again, ready for the next one. It's like, why don't you just see the race out? You know, just get a little bit of experience from it, try and learn from it. But either way, we have taken the dubski there, showing that the TM has a little bit of pepper, has a little bit in the tank. We've still got the full ECMA setup going on here, which I'm actually quite a big fan of. No idea I'm going to make a thumbnail for this, to be honest, because the replay settings in multiplayer is a bit boofed, and you get about 10 seconds to go back to the pits, get in replay, get the angle, get a screenshot. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.